The hailstones were this big. We were caught in a fierce hailstorm and our horses became agitated, jumping sideways as the hail pounded down relentlessly. Despite the severe flooding, we successfully managed to cross the river. Can you imagine? 3 yaks carried our luggage throughout the journey. That morning we had a stunning view over the valley. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited to share with you my unforgettable horse riding adventure in the Huisiin Mountains of central Mongolia. Join me as I embark on the best adventure of my life. Alright, so let me introduce the trip members. First, Mr. Warren from the Philippines. If anybody from Philippines watching this video, you guys are amazing people. And Elisabetta, she's from Italy but she lives in Australia. Marilyn and Gary, they are quite busy in this photo, cutting some traditional Mongolian cheese. Of course, I'm from Mongolia. Alright, so that's the dream team. We started our trip from the capital city of Ulaanbaatar, spanning 500 kilometers to Oyang village in central Mongolia. The village served as our gateway to the breathtaking 8 Lakes base camp. From the base camp, we started our horse riding journey. Our first challenge arose when our car broke down in the middle of nowhere. While our driver fixed the car, we took the opportunity to enjoy the surrounding landscape. Eventually, we managed to arrive at the camp and the joy on our driver's face was undeniable. Our horseback riding adventure began at 9 a.m. in the morning, filled with excitement. However, just 20 minutes into our journey, our friend Gary fell off his horse, and his pants were torn apart when he fell off the horse. Despite the setback, we were untouched by the kindness of a nearby nomad family, who generously provided him with a pair of pants. With Gary back in the saddle, our journey continued and our next challenge was to cross a high mountain pass. The ascent was arduous, but the breathtaking view from the summit made it all worthwhile. As we descended, the terrain became too steep for horseback riding and we led our horses on foot, marveling at the rugged beauty of the landscape. After conquering the first mountain pass, we encountered more along the way. Despite feeling a bit tired after a half day of horse riding, we delighted in the breathtaking landscapes, forests, mountains, and pristine lakes of central Mongolia. We couldn't resist a quick photoshoot at the breathtaking viewpoint. The surrounding nature was absolutely stunning. This was our lunch spot where we enjoyed our first wilderness picnic. We took a moment to stretch our legs and enjoy a quick nap. The funny thing was we had to catch the yaks to get our lunch as they were carrying the lunch boxes. Doing a little interview for your daughters. What you want to tell?
Thank you. Welcome to Mongolia, beautiful place.
How is it to visit Mongolia? As the rain began to fall in the late afternoon, we quickened our pace to find our first wilderness camp. Despite the rain, we continued to enjoy the stunning landscape. Of course, it was so much fun chasing down our yaks that carried our luggage throughout our journey. As we arrive at our first wilderness camp, We were greeted by a beautiful lake, one of the renowned 8 lakes. The water was pure and refreshingly cold. Huisiin Naiman Nuur, also known as the 8 Lakes, is a stunning natural attraction located in central Mongolia. Crystal clear water reflecting the surrounding mountains and forests. Visitors can enjoy hiking, horseback riding, camping beside the lake shores, and bird watching amidst the pristine wilderness. The area holds cultural significance for the local nomadic herders who graze their livestock in the surrounding meadows during the summer months. Visitors may have the opportunity to experience traditional nomadic way of life and interact with local herders. While the area is relatively remote, visitors can arrange guided tours or hire local guides to explore the area and make the most of their visit. So this is our camping spot for the second night of horse riding. Upon arrival, our first task is to catch the yaks to retrieve our luggage. And then we set up our camp, built our tents, and cooked the picnic dinner. Later that afternoon, while I was swimming in one of the lakes, 2 adorable nomad children came to water their horses and said hi to me. They were so cute and surprisingly mature for their age. It is related to the nomadic lifestyle. Herding is the primary occupation of Mongolian nomads who raise livestock such as horses, cattle, sheep, goats, and camels. Children are actively involved in herding activities from a young age, learning valuable skills and responsibilities from their parents and elders. From a young age, they learn how to handle and care for animals, including rounding them up, leading them to pasture, and assisting with milking and shearing. Growing up in the remote and challenging environment of the Mongolian steppe fosters resilience and adaptability in nomadic children. They learn to navigate the vast landscape, endure harsh weather conditions, and develop a deep connection to nature and their cultural heritage. Nomadic communities are tightly knit with families supporting each other in times of need. Children learn the importance of cooperation and mutual assistance from a young age, contributing to the collective well-being of their families and communities. The next morning, our host prepared delicious pancakes as we had our breakfast while enjoying the stunning view over the valley. With mist settling over the pristine lakes and green meadows, our horses and yaks waiting for us grazing peacefully, it was truly a moment of tranquility. What else would you expect from this kind of trip? It's absolutely amazing. An important task for us was packing and loading our belongings onto the back of a yak. Afterwards, we continued to embrace the nomadic lifestyle, enjoying the migration just as the nomads do. While chasing down our yaks with our luggage on top, we navigated another mountain pass filled with boulders and lava stone. Heart-pounding and adrenaline-rushing, it felt like a scene from a Hollywood movie, akin to the epic journey in The Lord of the Rings, riding horseback up to a volcano to destroy the ring. Once we got over the mountain, a huge hailstorm hit us, and the hailstones were as big as thumbs. Our horses freaked out and started jumping around, so we had to jump off the horses and quickly find shelter under a big tree.
Hail?
Yeah.
This is big hail.
Big?
Yeah, usually it's like maybe half the size of my little fingernail. I mean, it can get bigger than this, but this is good. Oh, I could bounce off the wood.
With no proper refuge, we were forced to endure the storm as we pressed on with our journey. Hailstones are usually small, but these were huge, especially for the Hanggai Mountains in Mongolia.
You take a picture of this one? Yeah, be careful, you just go straight. Be careful, the horse.
The whole forest path was covered in these giant hailstones, making it feel like winter.
For a hail.
Yeah.
You conquered it.
I'll let you guys go on.
Yeah, we conquered it, right?
Yeah, so far.
Yeah.
There's only one.
After the storm, we got back on our horses and continued through beautiful green fields. At some point, we rode over a cliff with a river below. Riding through all these different landscapes was a once-in-a-lifetime adventure. Mongolia is home to lots of yaks, horses and camels. There are approximately 2.8 million yaks, making them an integral part of the country's cultural and agricultural landscapes. So we have 3 yaks that carry out our luggage throughout our journey. As the heavy rain persisted, we eventually returned to our car for shelter and continued our journey. This time we had to navigate through slippery terrain and cross a river in our car. With the heavy rain persisting, there was a risk of the river level rising dramatically, potentially leaving us stranded in the middle of nowhere. A few moments later, hailstone began pounding on our windshield.
Hail patties. In 1 hour, all of this gonna like melt down. But the water stays like a couple of hours.
We had no choice but to cross the river, and here we go. Despite the severe flooding, we successfully managed to cross the river. Later that day, we arrived at the beautiful Arkan waterfalls. The waterfall plunges from heights of approximately 24 meters and was formed by volcanic eruption over 20,000 years ago. The Arkan Valley, including the waterfall, is designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site due to its cultural and natural significance. The next day, as we reached the ancient capital of Karakorum, our horse riding adventure came to an end. From here, we will journey back to Ulaanbaatar, marking the end of our remarkable expedition. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and I look forward to sharing more adventure with you in the future. Stay tuned for what's next on my channel.